Salmonella. What is it? Well, Salmonella is a cylindrical-shaped bacterium that enters the body when ingested through the mouth. This usually occurs by consuming undercooked meat, most commonly chicken. Some symptoms of Salmonella include diarrhea, abdominal cramps, fever, and sometimes nausea and vomiting. Since these symptoms can be traced back to multiple diseases, including Listeria, E. coli, and norovirus, Salmonella cannot be diagnosed based on symptoms alone. But enough about what's happening on the outside. Let's take a closer look on what's going on inside the body. When the Salmonella bacteria enter the body, they pass through the individual stomach and colonize the small and large intestine. There, they invade the intestinal mucosa, where they proceed to multiply, undergoing a process called binary fission. What is binary fission? Well, binary fission is a form of asexual reproduction where a single cell divides to form two genetically identical cells. During this procedure, the DNA of the cell replicates itself, and both copies attach to opposite ends of the cell membrane. As the cell begins to grow and elongate, the distance between the two DNA molecules increases. Once the bacterium nearly doubles its original size, the cell membrane begins to pinch inward at the center. Finally, a cell wall forms which separates the two DNA molecules and divides the original cell into two identical daughter cells. There is a small chance for bacterial spread into the bloodstream, which can be much more concerning. The likelihood of this occurring depends on host factors and the severity of the Salmonella strain. This only happens in about 5% of patients, but once in the bloodstream, it can infect any organ, including the gallbladder, liver, or bones. Salmonella does not require specific treatment since it is generally self-limited, meaning it will eventually disappear on its own. Antibiotics are not recommended for uncomplicated cases and are only used if the infection spreads from the intestines to the bloodstream or other organs in the body. There is concern surrounding the use of antibiotic treatment since antibiotic resistance is increasing in the bacteria that cause these diseases. While the average healthy person may have symptoms disappear within 2 to 5 days, for others, they can last for 1 to 2 weeks. People who have been treated for Salmonella may continue to shed the bacteria in their stool for up to a year following infection. Once all the bacteria have been released from the body through the human feces, the life cycle of this pathogen comes to an end. You are cured!